Good morning everybody, I hope you are all well and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to what is going to be the penultimate video of our trip to Scotland. We are almost at the end of our journey here in Scotland and believe it or not, we have been here for 3 months and had the most amazing time exploring every nook and cranny that we have wanted to explore. If you've not been following us on our journey, check out my other videos in the Scottish playlist and you will see some of the fantastic places that we have visited during our 3 months here. So the next video that we do will be our last video in Scotland before we move off to a different country. So stay tuned and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any future videos of our continued travels around the UK and into Europe. So back to this video. We are in Falkirk and what an amazing place this is. With the fantastic structures that is the Kelpies and also the Falkirk Wheel, but also some lovely hidden gems as well and lovely places to just relax and explore. So stay tuned and we will catch it with you a little bit later. So parking for the Kelpies is available on site or at the nearby Falkirk football stadium, which is where I parked for the duration of my stay, as it's motorhome friendly and free parking and just a short walk through Helix Park to see the Kelpies. So the Helix, which covers over 350 hectares of green space between Falkirk and Grangemouth, includes cafes, a lagoon, a woodland and wetland area, and miles of pathways, and also an adventure play zone for the children. You can get up close and personal with the Kelpies by taking a guided tour which lets you get inside the magnificent structures, and tickets are available from the on-site visitors centre. And the visitor centre is open 9 till 4 daily. So the Kelpies are the world's largest equine sculptures, designed by sculptor Andy Scott and were completed in October 2013. Standing at 30 metres or 100 feet tall and weighing over 300 tonnes each. The name was chosen by Scottish Canals at the inception of the Helix project in 2005 to reflect the mythological transforming beasts possessing the strength and endurance of 10 horses. The Kelpies represent the lineage of the heavy horse of Scottish industry and economy, pulling the wagons, ploughs, barges and coal ships that shaped the geographical layout of the Falkirk area. We'll be back a little bit later to see the Kelpies when they're lit up in the dark, but right now we're going to go and visit Callendar House. Callendar House dates from the 14th century and is set in Callendar Park, which also contains a section of the Antonine Wall World Heritage Site. Through wars, rebellions and the Industrial Revolution, Callendar House has played host to many great historical figures over the centuries, including Mary Queen of Scots, Cromwell and Bonnie Prince Charlie. The house's permanent displays include the story of Callendar House, a history covering the 11th to the 19th centuries, the Antonine Wall, which is Rome's northern frontier, and also the history of Falkirk's Industrial Revolution. Callendar House also has a tea room with stunning parkland views, serving a range of breakfast, lunch and light snack options. Callendar House is open every day except from Tuesdays, and entry into the house is completely free. Callendar House is set within the breathtaking Callendar Park, covering over 170 acres, with history dating back to the construction of the Antonine Wall in 142 AD. The woodland and gardens host a number of interesting historical features, including ornamental gardens and a family mausoleum. It's also home to 3-par golf course, set over 9 holes, a large children's play park, and a variety of seasonal outdoor activities. Well, we're back at the Kelpies now, and believe it or not, this is actually really late in the evening. Obviously, it's the height of summer when we visited, and it doesn't actually get dark here. I mean, this is about 11:30 at night, 11:30 to midnight. We were here, just waiting for hours and hours for it to go dark enough for the Kelpies to be lit up so that you could see them. But you know, it doesn't actually ever go dark here at this time of year, and this is probably the darkest that we could get it. So probably the best time to come and visit the Kelpies to see them lit up at night is during the winter time. But we still enjoyed seeing them lit up, and they're still such a spectacular sight to see. It's now time to visit the Falkirk Wheel, the world's one and only rotating boat lift. The Falkirk Wheel links the Forth and Clyde Canal to the Union Canal 35 metres above in just 5 minutes, allowing vessels to sail through the sky thanks to a unique fusion of art and engineering and the same power it would take to boil 8 kettles. Motorhomes are welcome to stay overnight at the Falkirk Wheel, but they don't currently accept pre-bookings. However, there's plenty of space, and all you need to do is check in at the visitors centre reception during opening hours, where you are given a code and key card to access the showers, toilets and laundry facilities. Overnight parking is just £18 per night, and this allows you to stay all day too, which is excellent value for money. And I actually did 4 loads of laundry whilst I was here, as it was cheaper than any other I've found so far at just £3 per load. Tickets to ride the wheel are £17.70 for adults and £15.60 for concessions. Children aged 5 to 15 years are £9.60 and under 5s are free. The whole trip on the wheel and the cruise lasts for around 50 to 60 minutes, which includes the 5 minutes each way of going up and down between both canals. The Falkirk Wheel opened in 2002 and replaced a flight of 11 locks that once stepped the Union Canal down to the level of the Forth and Clyde, more than 100 feet below. Whereas weary travellers once had a day's heavy work, opening and closing 44 lock gates to complete the journey between the two canals, the Falkirk Wheel allows vessels to transit between the two waterways in just a few minutes. Now one of Scotland's busiest tourist attractions, the Falkirk Wheel attracts around 500,000 visitors each year, transforming Falkirk into a key tourism destination, with visitors travelling from all over the world to marvel at the working sculpture, which combines modern engineering and technology with ancient principles set out by Archimedes more than 2,000 years ago. When one of the structure's gondolas is lowered, the opposite one rises, keeping the vast 1,800-ton boat lift in perfect balance as it carries canal barges 35 metres into the air in a matter of minutes. Incredibly, the structure uses just 1.5 kilowatts for each rotation.
Just keep traveling on. Can barely stand on 2 feet. Callous fingers tap my weak and shaky knees. At least I can rest my mind.
Well, it's now time for us to leave Falkirk behind, and what a really lovely time we had there. It was definitely well worth visiting. So now we move on to our little visit that we had to Glasgow. I don't have an awful lot of footage from Glasgow because the main purpose of our visit was to go and spend some good quality time with a friend of mine and her family who I haven't seen for quite a while. So the main focus was just to spend time with her and to catch up and just really enjoy being there in the moment. But I have inserted a little bit of footage from our trip into Glasgow Centre and also from the lovely museum trip that we had and a little tour around that we did and also visiting the football stadium. So I hope you enjoy. We will be having another trip to Glasgow at some point where I will obviously go into much more detail. And also we visited the botanical gardens as well. But yeah, we had a lovely time catching up with my friend and her family. So I hope you enjoy the little bit of footage that I've managed to capture.
Quit dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the end of the day, this dusty room will be 1,000 miles away. Once heard it said in a song, best keep to traveling on. Ride 10 deep into town. Another night of setting up and breaking down. And if we leave here tonight, we'll be halfway to Barstow by daylight. I'll take the wheel if you start to yawn. Just keep to traveling on. Some comfort in those yellow and white lines. They've been there all along. Keep to traveling on. Tell me, what is this place? Countless people, but not one familiar face. Not so bad, I suppose. Starting over every time I change my clothes. Even here I'm all but gone. Best keep to traveling on. Big wheels turning home a lonely song. Best keep to traveling on. Best keep to traveling on.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up now. I hope you enjoyed the fabulous trip to Falkirk with the Kelpies and the Falkirk Wheel, and also the little bit of footage that I inserted for our trip to Glasgow. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you very soon. Take good care of yourselves and have lots of fun. See you later.
Things are finally right. With you and I, the future